Chapter 1139 of the One Piece manga, the appearance of Scopper Gaban, one of the prominent commanders of Roger's crew, marks a significant turning point in the series. Gaban, who was considered Roger's right-hand man, has a strong reputation due to his power and strategic expertise, making him a key figure in the history of One Piece. They were heroes in the era of Pirate Roger who competed with the world governments. When examining Gaban's combat abilities, it's clear that he possesses high proficiency in using all types of haki, especially the advanced form of the Royal Haki, which seems to be his particular strength, placing him among legendary leaders. Although Gaban has appeared sparingly in the series so far, every appearance suggests that he is a character of immense depth. If a battle were to occur between him and Luffy, it would present a unique test of strength and adaptability in battle. Luffy, who has now reached the peak of his power thanks to his increasing abilities with the Jiji Devil Fruit and his advanced use of haki, faces significant challenges in his upcoming battles. However, what sets Luffy apart is his resilience, bravery, and his indomitable will, which enable him to face formidable opponents with efficiency. On the other hand, Gaban might be more modest in his fighting style, relying on his well-crafted tactics and deep understanding of combat techniques. This leads him to prefer using precise attacks and haki at crucial moments, in contrast to Luffy's impulsive nature. Scopper Gaban represents the old generation, relying on strategies and battle experience, while Luffy represents the new generation, depending on renewed strength and creativity in combat. Despite Gaban being one of the strongest characters in the series thanks to his experience and physical strength, the question remains as to how the battle would be influenced by Luffy's evolving abilities. Luffy now possesses incredible power thanks to Gigun Bow, Gear 5, which allows him to completely change the dynamics of a battle. The integration of these abilities with advanced haki and the Devil Fruit makes him a formidable opponent in any confrontation. It seems that the clash between them will witness a blend of the ancient tactics represented by Gaban against the enthusiasm and creativity embodied by Luffy. The most exciting aspect of this conflict is that Gaban may have knowledge of the secrets of the ancient world and Roger's mysteries, which could add a dramatic layer to the battle. Perhaps Gaban will try to test Luffy to see if he is truly worthy of inheriting the pirate throne that Roger built, while Luffy may face this challenge with all his strength and determination, aiming to prove that he is the Joy Boy who will fulfill Roger's dream. If this battle does take place, it might not only be a test of strength, but a conflict between two different generations, with Gaban representing the old generation of pirates who fought in past wars, while Luffy represents the new generation that challenges everything that existed in order to write a new chapter in the history of One Piece. On the other hand, there are also predictions suggesting that Gaban might reveal some secrets about Shanks's past, which could significantly impact the outcome of the battle between him and Luffy. As a member of Roger's crew, Gaban is likely to know a lot about Shanks's history and how he grew up within Roger's crew. This information could be rich with revelations about facts not yet addressed in the anime or manga. Gaban might unveil the role Shanks played in major events that shaped the series, such as Roger's death, which could present Luffy with intellectual and emotional challenges during his battle with Gaban. Additionally, it is expected that Scopper Gaban will make his first appearance in this arc of the series, which particularly excites the fans. Gaban's character is one of the most anticipated in the series, and his introduction into the current events will add a new dimension to the story. His presence at this particular moment in time will make the battle more thrilling and complex, as his return provides an opportunity to explore more details about the dark past of Roger's crew and offer glimpses of how the old generation might influence the fate of the new generation of pirates, such as Luffy. These points heighten fans' expectations and increase the tension surrounding the future events, making the battle between Luffy and Gaban even more exciting. When Luffy, Nami, and Zoro entered King Harold's castle, they discovered the magical circle that the Sacred Knights used to reach Elbaf Island. In the previous chapter, Shamrock had asked Gonko to summon another member of the Sacred Knights, indicating that the next knight would appear through this circle. This circle, which served as a link between different worlds, will open a new door to the challenges Luffy and his crew will face. The battle between Luffy and Scopper Gaban was expected to begin where the new generation, represented by Luffy, would face one of the great heroes of the old generation from Roger's crew. Gaban, a prominent leader in Roger's crew with immense combat experience, would be a tough opponent for Luffy, who has now reached the peak of his power thanks to the development of his Haki and Devil Fruit abilities. However, as events unfold and the Sacred Knight appears through the magical circle, the course of the battle will shift in an unexpected direction. This knight, summoned in the previous chapter at Shamrock's request, will pose a significant threat to everyone in the castle. With his superior combat abilities, he will be a powerful and surprising adversary, adding an element of excitement and suspense to the events. With the appearance of the Sacred Knight, the battle will change completely. Instead of the confrontation being limited to just Luffy and Gaban, the conflict will become a collective one, with Luffy, Zoro, and Nami, along with Gaban, forced to cooperate to face this new knight who threatens everyone. The battle will turn into a massive conflict, with the new generation represented by Luffy and Zoro uniting with the old generation through Gaban to face an unexpected enemy. This confrontation will be a true test of strength and strategy, as everyone will need to use their combat skills to the fullest in order to overcome this new threat. The power of the upcoming Sacred Knight will present an unprecedented challenge, especially with the magical abilities he may possess, making the battle more complex and intense. In the end, the cooperation between the different characters will be the deciding factor in their success in overcoming this new threat, making this confrontation one of the most exciting moments in the series. I believe that the battle between the Straw Hat crew and the new Sacred Knight will continue, causing significant damage to King Harold's castle. The Sacred Knight will be an immensely powerful and skilled adversary, which will complicate the battle and make it more intense. In the midst of this confrontation, the crew will find themselves in a difficult position, requiring them to use all their tactical and combat skills to endure. On the other hand, Shamrock and Gonko will launch an attack on the school on Elbaf Island with the aim of kidnapping the giant children, intending to use them as leverage to force the giants to submit to the world government. This malicious plan will escalate tensions on the island, as the children will be held hostage to achieve political objectives, which will anger the giants and drive them to enter into direct conflict with the Sacred Knights. As events intensify, the battle on Elbaf Island may turn into an all-out war between the Straw Hat crew and the giants against the Sacred Knights, placing everyone in the face of a common threat. This could change the course of events, putting everyone to the test as they confront the looming danger. As the events unfold and the conflict intensifies on Elbaf Island, it seems that the upcoming battle will be one of the greatest the series has ever seen. It will bring together the heroes of the Straw Hat crew and the giants against the dark forces represented by the Sacred Knights, putting everyone to a real test of their strength and determination. This conflict will be pivotal in the storyline, revealing new alliances and bringing forth heroes at times of dire need. In the end, Elbaf Island will remain a testing ground for our heroes, who will fight not only for survival but also to protect the values they hold dear.